Hey guys, welcome to It's a Matter of Fact. I am your host, MTFM, formerly known as Matt the Funny Man. If you don't know who I am, I'm that guy who uploads videos on the internet. This is my eldest cat Munchkin. I don't know why. She's whenever I sit down, she just wants to just vibe. Hi, baby. Yeah. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. First note is I'm going to stop saying, I'm going to do this every week. Because between my last upload and this upload, I'm sorry. Every single time I touch her, she just, oh, you touch me. Do you want to pet me? Very simple-minded, baby. Yeah, I got dressed for the podcast. Hey, FrameRateMerch.com. Ray is not sponsoring this podcast, by the way. I'm just shouting out Ray. His stuff is very, very nice. The wife got me this for my last birthday. It's a very comfortable shirt, too. Dude, I'm super... bye, Munch. I'm super, picky about, how shirts feel. And, oh, my... dude, if this ever fades, this is a house shirt. For sure. For sure. 100% a house shirt. I have coffee too. Because it's 9 a.m. And yeah. God, so much happened within the last couple of weeks or months. I don't even remember when the last time I uploaded. Now I gotta look. Because now I'm fucking curious. I think it's been a fucking fat minute. But as I've said before, from now on, I'm not going to say, all right, guys, I'll see you next week. And I not upload for 3 months. I haven't uploaded in 3 months. Yeah, you guys didn't miss shit. You guys didn't miss shit. I'm redoing this. This is just temporary. I'm not putting anything in this general area here where my finger's pointing. Nothing in that area. Because I originally had... It was this or another one. I had it right here with a thumbtack. I'm using really good wall tape right now to keep this in place because I was scared. These two have thumbtacks. This one doesn't. Because last time I had something hung up here with a thumbtack, it fell while I was on my computer and I guess it hit the fuck is this thing called? What is this thing called? I'm pointing at it. What is this thing called? Fucking plug. I can't think of the word. And the leaf blower guy's coming back. It fell, so I'm just going like this, and then everything just went black, and I'm like, because I was in the middle of doing 80 things, and I'm like, so I look at the surge protector. That's the word. I looked over at it, and I'm like, okay, the lights are off. I'm like, is it plugged in? I'm like, oh, shit. But see, that's why I got a surge protector. It protects all of this. It does what it's supposed to do. What was it, January? What was it 3 months ago? Just so I can have an idea of how far back I got to go and what you guys missed. Okay, so it was so last time I posted was back in fucking November. Okay. Happy New Year, guys. This new year is not going great. I mean, for the world, I'm okay. I'm still here. That's fine. That's Gucci. But before we dig deep into that shit, some new additions have been added to the desk since Christmas. Special shout out to the wife. She hooked your boy up. Because since, this PC setup, I've been streaming PC games. And I refuse to play keyboard and mouse on any game unless it's a game I'm really, really interested in. And there's no controller option, but... Well, this isn't a gift, but I bought this one. This is exclusively my PC controller. Shout out to Steam. I never realized how fucking good Steam was until I got this set up. Steam is fucking godlike. I think I have like, what, 40 fucking games? And I think I've spent a total of like $30. I fucking love Steam. But before I get to the other part, here's what your boy got. Because here's my thing. I'm a huge Banjo-Kazooie fan. Huge. That's going right there because if you guys are wondering why in between the last video podcast and this one, we had apartment people over, and my wife was panicking. Oh, what if they see the holes in the walls? I'm like, honey, it's just thumbtacks. I don't think they're gonna give a shit. Apartment complexes, all they do is just paint over the shit anyway. So, but there's not enough Banjo-Kazooie merch, so your boy got this to hold my controller. This is my Xbox One. Actually, I was playing stuff early before I got on. So, I got this because I think I've talked about Fingerhut on here before. But yeah, Fingerhut sent me an email saying, hey guys, or say, hey guys, I'm more than one person. Hey guys, you haven't ordered anything in a year. You have to order one thing a year in order to keep it open, because if your account closes, that affects your credit. And I worked my ass off to get my credit to where it is now. So, yeah. So I got that. Fuck it. Special shout out to my mother-in-law, because I'm very low maintenance. I don't know what the fuck to... Dude, just give me a gift card for Christmas. I don't care. Like, I'm very low maintenance. You don't have to go all out and fucking... But she was very nice enough to print this for me. My mom's name on a keychain. Because her birthday just passed. And I weeped like a fucking baby because I didn't expect that. So, that gets hung on Kazooie's tail. So I look down on my left and I see my mom's name. So yeah, I fucking boo-hooed on Christmas. Because that was super, super sweet of her. She did not have to do that. And I love my mother-in-law. I love her to death. Also, I have to figure out a way for this. I might have to get like a little mini tripod. Because I saw a really good priced little webcam tripod. I mean, I'm fine with this. But I know some people, when they do like building or Lego streams, they have it like pointed downward. So I know there's like a little thing I have on my wish list. I'm probably gonna buy. What's today? The 21st. I'm gonna buy it tomorrow because the wife got me a little Lego Pikachu. So hey, if you guys follow me on twitch.tv/MattTheFunnyMan, you can watch me build this. Watch me build it. But the what was my well, this wasn't really a gift, but shout out to my brother. He 3D printed me this Metal Mario from Mario 64. So that was pretty dope. He also gave me a miniature version of it. But here is the piece de resistance. Because when I got the Banjo-Kazooie one, my wife was like, oh, do you mind having two? I'm like, I'm going to have two controllers. One for my Xbox, one for my PC, so fuck it, why not? Sure. She hooked your boy up. Found her little controller stand. So you guys can see what it looks like. Super, super dope. For someone who has very, very little knowledge about video games and franchises and stuff like that, she did a goddamn good job. Oh. She also got me this new water thing. Because I'm pretty sure you guys seen that gray one I use. And that one was getting fucking old. I've had that thing for a couple years. Other than that, yeah, that was basically my Christmas. And I also recently purchased this. I like this. It's like one of those little game diorama things where it's not like it's paper, but it's like the I don't fucking know. But yeah, it's Pixel Labs. That's what it was. I had to fucking look. I had to look over and see. It's Pixel Labs. Yeah, they have a Streets of Rage one, but it's currently sold out, unfortunately. But I'm gonna wait to get that once it becomes available again, because I think it takes them all. Because these are like all like custom made. But because I think this one was like 30 something. But hey, shout out for Christmas, because I got Amazon gift cards for Christmas. Because that's what I say. Hey, if you don't know what to give me, just give me a fucking gift card. I'm happy with that. I'll either save it for something that I need, or if there's something that's like marked off and I'm like, this has been on my wish list for the last 3 years. Fuck it, I got money to blow. Yeah. But now, off to work related shit. God, what hasn't been going on work besides fucking stupid thieves? We had one good thief, or at least most, I want to say two probably stick out the most. One of them was, and you guys have already heard me ramble about this like a fucking 1,000 times. But my thing is, if you're going to steal, this, and I don't advocate for this, MTFM, Matt the Funny Man, does not condone stealing in any kind of way. But from my experience, from what I have seen, when people steal, you go like this. And you walk out the door. Thieves nowadays want to go. While they have jeans with the ass part ripped out, so showing all ass, you have one Nike shoe on and one New Balance shoe on. One's red and one's gray. You don't have any socks on. You have 18 jackets on. And you want to make me think when I walk by you, oh, he's shopping. No! And it's almost like it's a gift and a curse from when I was trained in loss prevention. Because like now it's like I can spot a thief from a mile away. Even like when I'm at another store. Just the shit I saw. And it kind of sucks because I look, I'm like, oh yeah, those fuckers are going to steal. For sure they're going to fucking steal. But what pisses me off, especially because, a lot of times my boss will be like, hey, you got to get this guy out of here. And at my job, we don't have fucking security on hand because they're fucking penny pinchers. You got to call the phone and they do, hey, you, get out. But it pisses me off more with the thieves that have, because I'm super fucking polite. Unless you've been an asshole and you're coming back in the store. If one of the cashiers are like, oh, hey, this dude cussed me out because I asked him to leave, then yeah, I'm going to be a dickhead to you. But if it's like one of those things where you're not supposed to be there, or you've been 86, which is like fucking 95% of them. The best example is for this guy, and it was a fucking checker plaid shirt or whatever. And they're like, hey, Matt, this dude ain't supposed to be in here. I'm like, why? What did he do? He's like, oh, well, besides him stealing, he said, like, racist remarks and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, then, yeah, you definitely got to go. Especially if you're going to... Like, here's what you do. If I ask you to leave, tell me to, fuck you, have a nice day, and leave. Don't just sit there and argue, go on race... Because for some reason, when we kick out white people, they automatically... there could be, no black people in the store, and they'll still go on a racist tangent. Like, oh, you're fucking profiling me, you're racist. And I'm like, bro, you're fucking white too, what the fuck? And it's so funny, too, whenever we kick out someone who's white, they'll be like, oh, you're being prejudiced towards me. And I'm like, bro, you're white. There's no such thing. And they're like dumbfounded about what I said. Well, still. And it's like, oh, so I'm profiling you because I saw you stick a fucking box of cereal in your fucking pants pocket. Yeah, okay, but I'm profiling. I'm the bad guy. Okay, buddy. I love it, too, when they go on a tirade and rant about, you can't touch me, it's against the law. And I'm like, oh, for someone who knows the law, you're sure fucking breaking them. You're trespassing, you're loitering, you're stealing. You've already broken 3 laws right there, buddy. Still, don't touch me. You're probably high on fucking methamphetamines, too, so that's 4, buddy. But back to the checker plaid guy. With this fucking, he had hair pushed all the way down. Like he got like a fucking cereal bowl and just went like this. So, very, very fucking politely. Because a lot of times, I don't know if these fucking people could be high on something. Because fentanyl and horse tranquilizers. No, I'm not making this up. Horse tranquilizers is also another big thing in fucking Las Vegas that people get high as fuck off. They snort some fucking coke and shoot up with tranquilizers. Don't ask me how the fuck they're getting. I don't know if Dexter's just handing them out to them, but yeah, horse tranquilizers. So, he's in the hardware section. Very politely, me and another associate. Like, hey man, you can't be in here. I have to ask you to leave, man. Can you please leave? Very polite. And he's just in there. Sir, I'm trying to be polite. You were called out. You are not allowed in here. Please leave. In a minute. I'm like, okay, so I don't know if you're hard of hearing. Maybe if you got off the fentanyl and the crack, maybe you'd be able to understand me better. And he went like, I'm like, yeah, I know what the fuck you're on, brother. You and the fucking 75 other fucking crackheads I see around the store and the neighborhood. I'm like, you have 3 choices. And of course, I'm seeing if they call me on my bluff. Because a lot of times I'm like, I'll remove you from the store. And they're like, you won't fucking touch me. And then I'm like, well, I have a sheriff's card that says otherwise. And then they change their tune. They're like, oh, well, still, you can't touch me unless I touch you first. So it's so funny that a lot of them know so much but act fucking dumb at the same time. Like, you're acting like you know the law, but when I throw something out there that can, Thankfully, a lot of them haven't called me on my bluff. Maybe it's just because of the confidence, how I say it. I got a sheriff's card that says otherwise. You want to test me? And they're like, oh, okay. So I'm like, hey, bro, you got 3 choices. 2 of them I can't do. But, who's to say? I said, either 1, you willingly leave the store. You're welcome to cuss me out or anything you want. Say slurs like everyone else does. And just walk out the store. And enjoy the rest of your day. Or 2, I make you leave. And that's gonna ruin your whole day. Or 3, I get all the customers to leave, I lock you in the store, and the cops can come pick you up. Which one you want to do? He's like, oh, none. I said, well, that's not an option, bro. And I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And then he proceeds to leave. I'm going to just send someone else in. I'm like, and yeah, guess what? They all look like you, and as soon as they walk in, I'm going to turn them right back around. And as fucked up as this is that I actually got one of the thieves who would come in here all the time and steal, like, fucking beer and shit. We used to have a guy, he would walk in sideways. Like, his back was so fucked up, I guess, because he's hunched over all the time, he would walk sideways with, like, his back. He'd walk like a fucking zombie. He'd walk like this. And he would steal fucking beer. Which is crazy, because one day he would stand in front of the store and beg for money, and then as soon as he gets a couple dollars, he comes to the store thinking like, oh, is he going to buy something? And then he just walks up with like 3 or 4 30 packs of beer. It's like, bro, what the fuck? What's the point of you standing outside begging for money if you were just gonna take the shit? So, I haven't seen him in a couple months either. But I've been telling everyone who's giving him money, I've told him that he's a pedophile. And it's so fucked. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I doubt he's gotten his ass kicked, 'cause I feel like I would heard of it. But when I started spreading rumors, because, you know, the guy would, again, he would go on racist tirades and shit like that in the store while he's stealing beer. It's like, bro, put down the beer. You don't need that shit. I said, if you're stealing a ham sandwich, I'd probably look the other way because you're probably hungry. But, bro, you don't need fucking beer. 3 30-packs? You don't need 90 fucking beers, dude. And he would go on racist tirades and then, oh, I'm going to fight you when you get off work. I'm like, well, guess what? I get off at 1 o'clock. What's up? You know? So I just started spreading rumors that he was a pedophile. And he eventually caught wind of it. Because when someone was about to give him money, I'm like, hey, man, you're about to give money to a pedophile. We babysit him because he was trying to touch a little boy in the store. And she was like, oh, fuck. And I haven't seen the fucking dude since. So to be honest, I'm about to just start doing this with all the ones who don't want to fucking listen and just get the fuck out when I ask you to. I'm gonna just start spreading fucking predator fucking shit. Especially if you're gonna be an asshole to me when I'm very, very fucking polite. Because I'm like, dude, I've been in your situation before. I've been there. Who hasn't been homeless? Especially people in my generation, who hasn't been homeless? Or who hasn't been homeless growing up? Fucking, I've stayed in hotels for months on end. To this day, I'm traumatized by it. I've had kids because my mom worked at a middle school I went to. She was a secretary there, and she managed to convince people who ran that school to have the bus route drop me off at a Holiday Inn that we were staying in. We stayed there for like maybe 4 or 5 months. And I've had kids. Why are they dropping you off at a hotel? Don't you have a house? Oh, I found fucking house. We have bugs in our house. Fumigated. We can't live there for a while. And I would just make up shit. Like, I've been there. Made it out. I've even totalized people. I said, hey, man, if you fucking stop stealing shit and then selling it to get fucking crack and shit, you'd actually get a good side hustle going. I try to give advice to these fucks, and they don't want to fucking listen. They choose to fucking do this shit. And it sucks because back home in D.C., and I still have a lot of sympathy for the homeless people that are in D.C., because I know a lot of them are genuinely actually fucking struggling to survive. But the fucks in this neighborhood where I live, dude, fuck them. Fuck them. There has maybe only been 2 homeless people that I know that come to my job. Because, you know, one of them would have a little sign that says, hey, I'm a veteran. And all that type of stuff. And he would come in and get like dollar food items and stuff like that. And I remember one day, I want to say this was October of last year. He came in the store and he had fucking like normal clothes on. And I'm like, oh, hey, man, how you doing? I'll just say his name is Jay. We'll just call him Jay. Hey, Jay, how's it going, man? You're looking good, dude. So, yeah, man, I'm finally fucking clean, 3 months sober. Hey, man, congratulations. Good shit, dude. Like, yeah, I'm in an extended stay place. I finally got my own place of my own. I'm just saving up my money. I eventually want to get a house. I'm like, oh, hey, dude, good luck to you. Good shit. Good shit, dude. Hell yeah. Hope you have a good day. It's easy. Just get off the fucking drugs. He got off the drugs and used his money for shit that he actually fucking needed. And that's the type of hustle I actually can respect. Now here's a good one for you guys. And it's funny because the time I've worked at Burlington, because we've had people do this all the time, find old ass Burlington receipts, pick out shit in the store. Hey, I want to return these. Well, you don't have a receipt. Oh, well then I'll just take my items back then. And it's like items that they picked off the shelf. So this lady tried to be slick and tried to return. It was like Dove. Not Dove. What's the fuck is that dishwasher shit? dishwashing soap or whatever, and like a fuck ton of Dove's shit for your hair. So they called me like, hey Matt, you got experience in this, can you verify this for me? Sure. So I got on the camera, started looking over what time it was purchased, stuff like that. And I see that person. Or I'm still in the middle of looking for that person because I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing this person on camera at all. And I went back to their seat. I'm like, yeah, dude, this isn't even our fucking store. And they say they got it from here. Because I guess they tried to match like Dove shampoo or whatever like that. And I'm like, check this out. So I grab our app. And I scanned it. And I looked at the picture. And it was a different price. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. She's full of shit. So as we're like discussing, she kept knocking on the door. And we're like, hey, is this going to take long? We need to verify it, man. Please be patient. Well, hey, if this is going to take for long, can I just get the stuff back? No. So she got so fucking impatient, she grabbed a pack of batteries and ran out the store. But this goes back to my rant about like, hey, if you're going to fucking steal, just fucking do it. Don't fucking waste my time. I had to stop doing what I was doing. I was reorganizing the dog food aisle, and you want to pull me to the side to look at cameras for some shit that you're fucking lying about. You're wasting my time. And that type of shit pisses me off. They don't do snatch and runs anymore. And it's even worse when I see people my age. It's like, come on, bro. We've all seen Scary Movie when it came out. Snatch and run. I lucked out too because there's a visit at my job today, and thankfully they've been coming on my days off, which thank God. Because yeah, I don't like talking to corporate people. Corporate people are the most tone deaf fucking people I've ever met in my entire fucking life. So fucking out of touch. And it doesn't matter what age they are either. They're so fucking out of touch. I thought boomers themselves were out of touch, but no, these fucking corporate fucks are. It could be like people like from Gen X, like people like my older brother's age, like they're like in their like 40s. And it's like, come on, bro. We both witnessed the CDs coming into play. We were all there with Y2K and people thinking that planes were gonna fall out of the sky. Come on now, don't be so fucking tone deaf, please. Because here's why. So we had a mishap, like last couple months, is that back in September, my boss put a ticket in saying, hey, our freezer system is acting up. It's being weird. Like we're hearing like it cut off and on when it should just stay on. The only time it cuts off is if it's like defrosting because it's running for too long. That's the only time, but then usually after a few minutes it cuts back on, but it's going like and we're like, yeah, that's not normal. So between September and like the middle of December, I want to just throw in like December 15th. They've known. And to get it fixed, we are waiting for a tech person to come out. And we keep asking, hey, is it going to get fixed? We have like a lot of fucking product in here. Oh, yeah, we'll get it fixed. We're just waiting to get the estimate from corporate. So in the middle of December, I came to work because I'm usually the first one to show up at like 5, 6 a.m. I had some food that I was going to put in the fridge because we have like a little mini fridge in our break room, and it was too big. So when I walked in there, I'm like, oh, dude, it's fucking warm in here. Holy shit. So I walked out to the outer part, looked at the digital thermometer. It said it was 60 degrees in there. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I had to text my boss, hey, the fridges are out. In all caps. What? Yeah, the fridges are out. What about the freezer? 90 degrees. All of the fucking ice cream got melted. It was like all fucking, like you open it up, it's like fucking water. You want to know the grand total was? I don't really remember the exact number, but roughly 100,000. It was around that number. Because you're talking bags of chicken, like burger packs that are like $12 each. Freezer completely full, by the way. And you also have to include all the overstock that we had, which was a lot. All the pizzas range from like $6 to $11. All mush. Roughly around 100,000 plus. So while corporate was waiting to hear from their estimate, the store lost over $100,000 worth of product while they waited for the fucking estimate. Now, fast forward to now, because we're slowly building up the fridge and freezer again. Our district manager, Lex Luger, and I'm saying that because he fucking looks like Lex Luger, had the nerve to ask my boss, hey, when are the freezers getting filled up? Eventually, brother, we're putting in the orders. If the distribution center that sends us our freezer products aren't sending the shit, then brother, go talk to them. The fuck you hounding us for? Aren't you guys the reason why? Because his excuse was, well, corporate's breathing down my neck about it. Corporate's the reason why we lost $100,000 worth of fucking product. If they chose to say, fuck it, let's get it fixed so we don't lose money, instead of waiting for an estimate, you wouldn't have to worry about the fucking freezers being empty. It's the most tone-deaf shit I've ever fucking witnessed. And I can't say this enough, guys. I can't say this fucking enough. I grew up thinking I was the dumbest motherfucker alive. Even to this day, I have my moments where I'm like, fuck, I'm a fucking idiot. No. These people that make thousands and thousands of dollars a day are more fucking stupid than I am. Like, I couldn't believe what the fuck I'm hearing. And I even told my boss, I said, see, this is why, because I was offered a higher position. I said no. I said, number one, because right now I'm extremely useful in the position that I am right now. Just being like head supervisor or whatever. It's that if I become a manager, I don't give a fuck what it pays. I'll be limited to one area versus in my position, I can go in the freezer, go in the home area, go in the medicine, go in the food, go up front. You know, I can be everywhere. If I become a manager, I'm just in one area, and that's the only area I have to worry about. So, in theory, I'm technically making it harder on myself by staying in the same position I'm in, but I get a ton of leeway. Because it's like, you know, hey, Matt, you do everything, but you don't have to worry about doing everything. See what I mean? And I'm like, I am going to be more fucking outspoken. And I'm like, corporate will not fucking like me. Because realistically, there was an assistant manager position. But I said no because, one, it's fucking salary. And I don't give a fuck what anybody fucking says. Salary is a fucking scam. I don't care how much the fucking salary is. I mean, unless you're like some big hotshot CEO or some shit, then yeah, you're going to be making salary because, you know, you're going to be making like an ungodly amount of money for putting in like either little to no work or like a fuck ton of work. So that's fucking different. My bad. I just smacked the shit out of you guys. But salary's a fucking scam. And I'm going to be a dickhead to corporate. They are not going to want to hear my fucking mouth. Like, to this day, I've wanted to talk to our loss prevention person because I'm like, if we call it interface. They're the people who fucking sit in front of computers, allegedly, and Go on a microphone and go, hey, you in the red hat, you're stealing. Get out or we'll take a photo of you and call the cops. So we have them, and if any transaction is flagged, loss prevention don't look at it. The store manager looks at it. So there's been plenty of times where our loss prevention person has come in and said, oh yeah, this needs to get fixed, this needs to be fixed. I'm like, what the fuck do you do? Do you look at cameras all day? I mean, when I worked in loss prevention, I stayed in the front. I've checked out shortages. I've looked at situations where Hey, what's up, trash truck? Shortages. I make sure all the registers were running fine. Make sure there's no hacking plugs and shit like that in it. Make sure there's none of the little scammer things that were on the debit terminals and shit like that. I looked at camera, anything that flagged. I looked like, what the fuck do you do? Because the only time I see you is when you're coming in for a visit. I've never even seen you present during someone being fired for theft. Because if that's the case, I'll do what you do for less. But yeah. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, Matt, why the fuck don't you just leave? Dude, it's within walking distance. And I actually have a boss who gives a fuck about me. And I get to listen to music while I work. Believe me, if I had to take an Uber, I would have been left a long fucking time ago. But I've already talked it over with the wife. This is my last customer service job. After that, bro, I'm scrubbing toilets. I don't give a fuck. I used to look down on shit like that. Or not look down, but I used to be like, well, why the fuck would I want to pick up trash? But of course, that's the mindset that fucking, people give you. Like, oh, you pick up trash, you're a dickhead. Or you're a piece of shit. You didn't graduate college. When a lot of times these people taking out the trash are making more people who graduated college. But yeah, after that, I'm signing up for any fucking hotel that's fucking union, and I'm picking up trash. I'm scrubbing toilets. Oh, a little diarrhea? Versus dealing with the fucking Karen who doesn't know how to read a fucking coupon correctly. I love how I go from one story and it ends up to another, because I didn't even talk about the second story with the thief. So we had one guy who, just trash, who was stealing a box of diapers and intent to sell. Because we know this dude ain't got no fucking kids. And we were like, bro, bro, no one's fucking you, bro. So he runs. So all I hear is, "Hey, get out! You're not allowed in here." And I just see someone running to the back wall, and then he tries to make a run for it with 3 of the big boxes of diapers. Keep in mind, he has a guy outside waiting for him and a getaway driver. I'm like, bro, all that for 3 boxes of diapers, bro? This is a one-man job. The fuck? You guys are trying to Ocean 11 for some fucking diapers. So he's coming he's running in my direction, and I'm thinking well, I'm not going to put my hands on him because, that's a big no-no. You can't do that. So I made it look like I was about to fucking trip him. So I kind of stuck my leg out a little bit, but not full-blown stuck my leg out. I was just making it look like I was going to psych him out I'm about to fucking trip you, bro. So I do that, and he jumps basically over nothing. And then he lands back, and he tries to make a right turn to go out the door. Instead, he slips and fucking, in the most comedic fucking cartoonish way, all 3 boxes fly in the air. like you slip on a banana peel. Just threw the shit in the air. And I'm fucking laughing. I'm like, ah! I'm pointing. I'm like, hey, everyone, laugh at this guy. So then he gets up and kicks some of the sodas. And I'm like, oh no, the sodas. Oh my God, what are we going to do, you fucking monster? Yeah, we see him. He runs, jumps into a car, and he drives away. And I guess the guy he was with or the guy he paid off, because the dude looked like the dude looked like he was homeless. He just fucking sprinted with like his legs, his pants barely hanging onto his legs as he's waddling and running away. And I got one more for you. Bonus. Because I just thought about it. We had a guy. He had like 3 or 4 coats on. Never seen him before. I see him walk in, heading like towards like, that way or whatever. And I'm like, is this fucking pants down? Like, I'm not trying to look hard, but at the same time I'm looking hard. Because I see the back of his ankles. Or not his ankles. His kneecaps. Like the little part where your legs go like this. Whatever the fuck that part's called. The back of your kneecaps. And I'm like, why the fuck do I see? Like, there's no fucking way. Because he has like 2 or 3 long coats with the hood on. And I couldn't really tell. So when he went to the medicine aisle, my boss comes out of the bathroom. And all she sees is just dong. Not swinging. It's cold outside. It's the winter. First thing she sees coming out of the bathroom is dong. Yeah, you need to leave. So then the guy goes on a whole fucking tirade about why he has to leave. And it's like, dude, your fucking dick and ass is out. Like, bro, we can see your fucking nutsack. Keep in mind, never in a million years I thought I would see someone's dick and balls at work. Like, I thought the people at Burlington were fucking bad. No. This place is way worse. Way worse. Not even at Giant. People at Giant at least had fucking standards. All they would try to do is steal a bag of crab legs. That's the only thing I would see. Never in a million years I would see someone's dick and balls and ass at work. Yeah. So, he goes on a whole tirade, and then eventually he, this is one I'm not getting involved with, because I'm like, dude, I don't want to have to see this dude's dick any more than I fucking have to, because let's just say brother needs some lotion. Let's just put it that way. And I didn't want to see it any longer than I needed to. So the other 2 guys and another associate's escorting him out. And instead of the 2 fucking tall guys, he's shit-talking the fucking short girl who's mouthing off to him. Like, I'll beat your fucking ass. I'm just like, bro, your pants aren't even up. If you can't keep your fucking pants up with your dick and balls hanging out, what makes you think you're going to beat someone's ass? She's feisty, though. You know short girls are very feisty. I would know. She was like, pull your fucking pants up and we'll see. I'll beat your motherfucking ass right here. Oh, Lord. It's so funny. It can be very entertaining. It's more entertaining when I'm not involved. Because a lot of times I tell them, I'm like, don't get me involved. I know I've worked in loss prevention, but don't get me involved. Please, don't get me involved. Because it's a fucking headache. And then they want to argue. And then they're like, I'm going to beat your ass. So then my body goes into a fight or flight response. And then when they walk away, I got all this pent up energy, like my hands are like fucking shaking because like I'm like my body is like ready to fight, and then it doesn't happen. So it's like my energy's getting cucked, basically. So now I'm just walking around pissed off for the rest of the day, thinking I'm about to fight somebody, but then I don't. This is how I know I couldn't be a cuck either, because I'm like, if this is what cuck feels like, I don't want it. That fetish is not for me. Oh, lordy. Jesus. Gotta put some oil on this. Alright. Well, that works fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. The only thing that can even be talked about now is just political shit, and you guys know my stance on it. I don't like talking about political shit. I'm not a political funny guy. The only thing I rant more than anything else, and it's been fucking talked about by like everybody else. TikTok getting banned, but then coming back, and then supposedly Facebook bought TikTok. But it's like, I can't fucking... This might just be an agenda they're pushing for all I know. Me, I didn't give a fuck, because everyone was like, hey, download your drafts, download this, and I'm like... Bro, TikTok was just a side thing to kind of advertise myself. Cool, if it's up, it's up. If it's not, oh well. Most of my like popular stuff on TikTok got posted to YouTube already in a compilation. So it's like anything else I post up there was just meme shit or nothing original. So it was like, whatever. Who gives a shit? I didn't make a big deal out of it. Some of the other people, however, lost their fucking minds. And apparently a lot of people were like, that lied to their fans, were like, oh, well, this app is shutting down, so... But of course, that's been talked about like by like 50 fucking creators on TikTok. I'm probably the only person that had... I think it's also because of the fact that I don't have a livelihood on TikTok. That's probably another reason why I didn't give a shit. Because, you know, being a small creator, it doesn't affect me because I'm like... Whenever I wasn't getting views anyway, bye TikTok. Have a good one. That's how I saw it. Me, I was kind of like relieved because I haven't posted on there in a while anyway, and I'm like, good, that's one less thing I have to worry about posting on. Because I'll let you guys know something. This is probably going to be another tirade or a rant. I'm going to try to not dig too deep into it. But as someone, like, this March will make it 15 years that I've been creating content. I started in 2010. Technically 2008, but we don't talk about those times. Technically 2008, because that's when I started JTV and shit like that. And when I joined JTV, those of you who don't know or are too young, JTV was Twitch before it became Twitch. JTV was just something, basically what I'm doing right now. I sit in the camera and I talk to people. It was like Omegle. Or Omegle, however the fuck it's pronounced. It was like that, but instead of like skipping and talking to random people, you talk to one big group of people who thought you were interesting. So technically since 2008, but I don't count that because I didn't make my YouTube account till 2010. But I started my journey originally on Twitch, before it was Twitch. Before it was just like a monkey with a camcorder on the top right of the screen. But... From someone who's been making content for almost 15 years and done a variety of shit, from podcasts to sketches to niche and risque content that, you know, doesn't exist anymore. I got really tired of having to jump from platform to platform to platform to follow the trends, which is another reason why I've kind of dialed it back and just did podcasting and gaming. Because, number one, I love gaming. Gaming has helped me a lot, especially growing up. It's been my safe space. Like this here, since I've had this, and I've ranted about this on live streams plenty of times, is that this is my safe space, especially when I come home from work. Bro, I put some fucking lo-fi and a nice little like image or whatever on the computer. A lot of times I'll have like a little... Like lo-fi girl, just have something running on this monitor and just listening to fucking music, and I'm just like this. This is my fucking safe space. Especially if I have a bad day at work, I just turn off my fucking brain and I just play games. So gaming has been my huge love. Comedy, of course, has also been my love, but it's... I don't want to say it's too late because it's never too late. There's been fucking the guy who's done the Saw movies. This guy's in his fucking 60s. He's made plenty of fucking money. Like he can retire right now if he wanted to. So I can't say it's never too late. But it's kind of like I'm also getting older. I can't fucking record 8-9 sketches in a fucking day. Like I don't have enough time for that. The only way I would have enough time for that is if I do this full time, and financially, that's not going to be possible. Unless I somehow win the fucking lottery. And even then, like... And this is another thing, too, and that, hey, again, shout out to Ray. Ray has even said this. Ray pretty much says he got lucky. Because when he went to streaming, he kind of already had a dedicated fan base to begin with. So, and, you know, even if his Twitch went under or he got banned, he still has his merch store. You know? He still has his Patreon. His YouTube, you know. He still has shit to fall back on to where he doesn't have to worry about only creating content. Like, he has, like, a fucking clothing line now that he runs himself. Him and his wife. And he's even said, do not do this shit full time. Unless you're, like, you know you're going to be financially stable. Which I 100% agree with. And I think I've talked about this probably millions of times already, is that if I were to, you know, if I happen to luck out and something happened to me to where I'm able to do this full time, I will still have a job where I'm working like 20 hours a week, like 2 days a week. And that way I have some type of constant paycheck coming in. Maybe not 2 days a week, that's kind of pushing it, but maybe like 3 days a week. You know? So like what, 18, 19, 21, wait, no, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's like 24 hours a week I'd work. Like I work 3 days straight, and then the other 4 days I focus on this. And then of course, you know, in between that I can pick and choose like what days I want off. Shit like that until I know I'm financially able to do this full time. But that's a long fucking time from now. It's either that or my fucking wife gets a fucking movie deal with her books, which I've been telling her. I'm like, hey, you need to fucking get in contact with like any directors that can make these fucking books you got into a fucking movie. Because I've looked and read a lot of her books. This shit can be a fucking movie. It might be like a fucking Clerks movie, like super low budget, but it could be a fucking movie. I mean, fuck, Kevin Smith profited off Clerks, and he ran up credit card bills and shit like that, you know? But I've burned myself out numerous fucking times, and, you know, if anyone is listening or watching this, take my fucking advice. Do not put all your fucking eggs in one basket in this. Do not do what I do, especially if you're younger. I mean, if you're younger and you can do this shit, by all means. Because I dedicated like fucking half my life to this shit. Basically, my entire adult life has been dedicated to this. You know, but also, again, this is when I had way more fucking free time. You know, I only worked 20 hours a week. I had like 4 to 5 days off back to back. So I had the free time, you know, and I only worked 4 hours. That's another thing, too, is that even if I did have a lot more hours, dude, I'm only working 4 hours a day. And I was just pushing carts. I didn't do anything crazy. You know, it was physically demanding. But, you know, up here was still, the cogs were still turning. Versus now, not only am I physically tired, but I have to deal with dim-witted fucking people who are older than me and should have more knowledge about the world than me, but fucking don't. You know? It's literally mentally exhausting. And also, it became very depressing. Especially back when I did a lot of rants. You guys would be surprised how long I would be on fucking Twitter. You can go on my fucking Twitter right now and look how often I post on there. Versus 5-6 years ago. Go that far back. It was so fucking depressing because I had to go out of my way to look up drama. Or, hey, what celebrity fucked up today? Who did something fucking stupid? I went out of my way to look for people doing dumb shit. And it burned me out. Especially, like my first major burnout was when I moved in with Prisha. It was a mixture of being burned out and also not having access to the internet as much. You know? And a lot of people, or at least the newer people who watch my content, don't really know is that back then, when I lived with my wife, like I had to go to the fucking library. I had to catch a bus to Gallery Place Chinatown in D.C. I had to catch a bus and then walk like 10 minutes. So it was a bus ride and a walk to go to the library, and then I had to use their shitty internet. So I had to wait 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20, probably maybe 30 minutes. Or longer, depending how long the video was. But let's just say, for the sake of the argument, a 3-minute video. The library doesn't have the best internet. So I'm waiting like 30, 45 minutes for a 3-minute video to go up. And then I have to make sure it was uploaded correctly. And then I had to keep it on private because, again, the upload wasn't that great. I had to wait for, I had to wait for, to go up to HD versus fucking 480p. I had to fucking wait forever for it to be, like 720. I don't even know if 720 was even around during that time, but yeah. And then after that, had to make sure I signed out and delete cookies and all that because I didn't want anyone to have access to my YouTube account at the library. God forbid. Then I had to walk another 15 minutes. Then I had to wait for, probably, let's just say, for example, 10, 15 more minutes for the bus. And then catch a bus back home to upload one fucking video. But that's how dedicated I am. I went out of my way. Keep in mind, this would be like on one of my days off from work. When I still worked at Giant. Because around that time I was a cashier. So I was working more hours. So I dedicated one of my only other days off. And that was literally an entire day for me. And a lot of times I would have to get up in the morning because I knew if I did this shit in the afternoon, the library would be packed, the buses would be packed. And if the buses are packed, they're going to fly right by you. And I'd be waiting at the bus stop even fucking longer. So I had to plan this shit out. I had to look at my schedule and say, okay, cool. I got 3 days off this week. Let me record the video on Tuesday. And, edit it on my laptop because, thankfully I still have my fucking laptop at the time, but I just didn't have internet access. I edited it on my laptop. I stuck it on a thumb drive, took the thumb drive to the library and uploaded it. And then went back home. Which is another reason why around that time, you could see huge gaps in between uploads. Versus back when I was staying with my mom, I was uploading every week. So not only was I staying on Twitter, scrolling for shit for people that fucked up if I didn't have a sketch idea. An ungodly amount of hours on Twitter. Then record the video, then edit the video, then going on a bus, going to the library, uploading, leave the library, get back on the bus and go back home. That's the dedication I fucking had to YouTube. But now thankfully it's gotten way fucking easier, especially with how technology is and uploading speed and shit like that and how internet is now. I fucking lucked out, but those were fucking dark times, which led to me not uploading as much because it got down to the point to where I eat, slept, and breathed making content. And of course, that's when also Vine was also another thing. So I was uploading on Vine, uploading on YouTube, going to the library, and I was doing, I was consumed by it, and it made me fucking depressed. Because, being a small content creator, I don't have like a huge, one upload isn't 1 million views. You know what I mean? So a part of me got burnt out and fucking depressed because I'm like, dude, I'm doing all this and I'm getting nothing for it. Which is another reason why that's what led to me stop doing sketches. Because like, dude, I'm putting all this fucking worth and effort. Like, I'm not getting any, like, I'm grateful for the dedicated people that watch my content, support me, and all that. But it got down to the point where I'm like, dude, I'm doing all this and I'm getting, like, I'm not getting the satisfaction as I was getting when I was at home. And I think it's probably because I was content with what I was getting when I lived at home. Versus, like imagine you're me. You work on a sketch, and like I've said before, sketches take, more than one day, especially depending if I'm playing multiple characters and stuff like that. And of course, you take the time to edit. Like I said, hop on the bus, go to the library, all that. You upload it. You do all that. So let's just say that's within a course of a week. You finally upload it, it gets 5 views. Like, just imagine that. Because there was an element, there were some sketches I did that were not fucking good at all. But it was like, I haven't uploaded them forever. I gotta make something. It was stressing me out. That's another thing. That led to my burnout. I was getting stressed out because I didn't feel like, there were some times where I'm like, dude, I gotta go to the library and upload this video. But I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm tired from work. I don't fucking want to. But, with how big content creators tell you, like, bro, you gotta upload every fucking week. You gotta upload. You gotta upload. That's what you have to do. You gotta make sure you upload on Tuesday at 7 p.m. That's when the high traffic hits. Shit like that. So that's the mindset I had, and it caused me to stress out. To the point to where I just stopped fucking uploading. Until I found out that we were moving to Vegas, and then, the uploads kind of became more frequent again. But yeah, just imagine doing all that, and then you get like, you barely hit double digits. I would love to go back to doing sketches, but like even now, I don't think I would even go back to doing sketches anymore. Unless it's something that's like, I really think is like, if I find something that would, like an idea that's like legit fucking funny, and I think to myself, holy fuck, that's hilarious, then I'll do it. Like, I think the last sketch I did was it the Desperate Desires video? Because that was originally going to be a series. And I also low-key tried to bring back the sketches too with the loss prevention thing. But because of, the whole Burlington thing, I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I want to be done with Burlington. I don't want to think about Burlington anymore. If we're not counting the loss prevention stuff, oh, good God. Hang on, guys. I am really going far back. Oh, my God. That's a rant. That's a rant. That's a rant. That's a rant. Hang on. 7 years ago, which was a Raggedy Draws sketch. That was the last time I did a sketch. I mean, I wouldn't call it a sketch. I mean, kind of like a sketch, but not really. I would say the last, like, non-character sketch was 8 years ago. And that's when I just thought of the idea, like, hey, what if someone robbed me, but they just just wanted to steal my coffee? And I thought that, I kind of chuckled, I'm like, that's, because I thought about, like, stupid shit that people could rob you for. I'm like, what if I'm just making a cup of coffee and someone just takes my fucking coffee? That's the last, like, original, like, non-character sketch I did. Last night I did was How to Brush Your Teeth Like a Gangster featuring Raggedy Draws. That was 7 years ago. After that, it was just rants and podcasts. But the last time I did kind of somewhat of a sketch was 3 years ago with the LP Chronicles. Which was, I like the idea, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to put Burlington behind me. It was, yeah. But I still love making content, especially when I've kind of slowly, not full-blown transitioned to gaming, but gaming has always been kind of like, not my first love, but it helped me get through a lot of dark times. And I'm like, fuck, man, I love creating content in video games. I love doing Let's Plays and live streaming and talking to you guys and stuff like that. That's what got me locked. Maybe one day the sketches will return and I can dedicate more time to it. Just for the time being, and in the place I am right now, sketches are kind of, they're on the back burner. And I guess if you kind of count TikTok, technically I have still been doing sketches, just not the full length ones that I normally do. I would love to do another Raggedy Draws one. And I have recently thought of a Raggedy Draws video. I'm not going to bring it up because it may come to light. But, I mean, it might not. I mean, if it doesn't, eventually I'll say something. But I mean, technically, it's still too soon. Maybe like after a month. If I haven't done it, then I'll mention the idea. But so then we'll see what happens. Because I do love doing. I think out of all my characters, besides Ron, Dolores, pull the cord. And I can't. I would love to bring Ron back for one more final farewell send off because I can't do his fucking voice anymore. And I think that's probably because I'm getting older. See, the thought about doing his voice is clogging up my fucking throat. Hey guys, this is Ron. I can't do his fucking. I can barely do his voice anymore. I have to drink a fuck ton of water and only water for like maybe 2 hours, and then I can do his voice a little bit. But I can't do his fucking voice anymore. I think my voice has gotten deeper in like the last couple years. I can still do ragged jaw, son. But I think eventually I might come up with some type of sketch idea to give like Ron his final farewell. Something. Au revoir, Ron. Thanks for your contribution to MTFM. But we'll see what happens. I have to really, really think hard about what type of sketch I would want to do. But on a side note, enough of my rambling. My boy Pat's Corner time. I had to really fucking go back because I know I'm super fucking behind on the shit that Pat sent me because my fucking ass doesn't want to fucking upload every week like I said I was. But first things first. Since when was chest hair art a thing? Matt and Pat just tagged me and is saying, "Any thoughts, bro?" I'm like, okay. So let me show you guys. Oh, good God. This is bad. This is really bad shit. This is fucking really bad shit. Hang on, let me. So we have here a mankini, a hairkini. Not the best. Granted, I'm someone who is extremely fucking hairy. Like my back hair is fucking. Okay, British flag, I believe. That's interesting with the hair. Okay. All right, handlebar mustache around the boobs. I like. Okay, bro. Imagine you're a woman. You go on a date with this guy. And you fucking... Hey, babe. You take your shirt off. This is the first thing you fucking see. What the fuck? Bro's got an octopus. How do you even cut that? Bro was right here. I guarantee this is the guy who cut his hair. He was like, let me get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to be linked to that. Oh, God. I was so worried. I'm like, fuck. Am I going to have to edit this? Bro's got the fucking... Bro, this is literally me. I mean, not this bad. Not around my shoulders because I don't really have a lot of hair that grows on my shoulders. But, yeah, from like here to here, like right above the boobs. Yeah, this would be me if I just chose not to shave. I just realized, I'm like, wait, why does he have one pants like a... Bro, this shit wraps around his fucking leg. Dude, I'm worried I'm going to see dick and balls. Please don't. Okay, that's that's actually kind of... That's really fucking weird, but that's actually kind of cool. I accept that one. What the bro? Someone commented saying this looks like a Kiss album cover. 100% that is an album cover right here. Just put a parental advisory sticker right here. Okay, same one. Batman symbol. Okay, this looks fucking... This is photoshopped with the two belts. Okay. You know, when you don't have abs, that's what you go for. Good substitute. Fuck. A martini. A hair-teeny. Okay, another Batman logo. Okay, that's team dedication right there. I respect that. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what he's trying to do, but yeah. Just shave. If you're a hairy fuck and you can't keep your hair shaved, yeah. Okay, mustache around the nips. It's alright. Okay, another mankini. Another mustache and a goatee. Brother, you gotta relax. Man, get the belly out. Another mankini. Bro's rocking the fedora. Dude, this is his fucking mom's house 100%. Dude, look at all this. This is mom shit. This is grandma's house type shit right here. Bro's rocking the fedora, though. 100% this guy's a Discord mod. 100%. Another mustache. Oh, bro's copying the same mustache. Okay, I see it. Dude, this guy looks like Magnum P.I. Holy shit. Got a heart here and a heart down there. Meh. Brother. This looks fake. Why do I feel like this guy's head does not match the body? This looks photoshopped. And I'm tired of seeing hair keenies. Okay, a little lightning bolt here. Alright, bro, I see you. Another Batman symbol. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, hair keenies. Alright, let me make sure none of this other shit's fucking wild. Okay, so... Alright, so we did the men. Let's move on to women. I just looked at this. Alright. You do a loop-de-loop and pull. What the fuck? Why is it blue? Well, this is drawn. Someone said, is that Ricky Lake? She does kind of look like Ricky Lake. What the fuck is this? Is it all the same? This is all the same. That looks fake. Bro, the fucking reply photo. That's fucking great. Literally. What the fuck? This has nothing to do with it. What the fuck? Okay. Don't do that. That's my thought, Pat. That's my thought. Oh, this one's a video. Hang on, let me make sure there's no copyrighted music. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Any thoughts?
I am a devoted mother and grandmother that loves to get tattoos and piercings. I have 128 tattoos and I have 28 piercings.
Damn!
It is a hard thing to deal with. Oh my God, the tattoo zombie. I have lupus. My daughters, they take good care of me. If it wasn't for them, I would be in a nursing home or something. Lupus made me realize that I could be gone tomorrow. So I'm living my life to the fullest.
Well, you know, Mama got a new tattoo. All right, Mama, let us see what you done did.
I was like a little bit of a complicated child. I grew up to be who I want to be, and I am that to this day. I have 2 daughters, my oldest Kamari and my youngest Kamaya, my grandbaby Queen K. Island. I have 128 tattoos. 128 loving, beautiful tattoos.
What are people's reactions when they find out you're only 40 years old Grandma?
Oh, 41.
41.
A lot of times I get
Bro, she's 41? I thought she was younger. Okay. Because I don't know if this is copyrighted content. That's the only reason why I want to chill out on that. I don't want fucking YouTube to be like, hey, you're posting this shit. Ban it. And they block my shit. To be honest, without any content or context, sorry, I don't know how to speak English. Without any context, I'd be like, what the fuck? But the fact that she said that she was like she could die any day now because of her having lupus, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. I mean, if you're gonna die tomorrow, fucking get tatted up. Get the fuck what you want, dude. Like, bro, you only live once. YOLO, you know? Like this, I 100% respect. I respect this. Yeah, I'll at least mute the sound. But no, 100%. If you were going to die, like if I was told I was going to die in 3 years, bro, I'm quitting my job, I'm getting tatted up, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm just living my life. And then she has kids and grandkids, dude. Go all out. She don't look scary. To be honest, 100%, if I were to just see her on the street, I'd be like, oh yeah, she's all about fucking heavy metal. Rock on. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't know about that. No, not any of that stuff, no. I 100% she'll find a dedicated fucking fan base. I guarantee there's a fucking whole like Reddit. I mean, I don't know about Reddit, but she's got fans 100%. And she's pretty. She's not ugly or nothing. She's very, very pretty. Because I know some people that are like, oh, tatted up and all those fucking piercings. She's like, no, she's very, very fucking pretty. She look good for her age too. But no, for the reason why she got all that, hell yeah, I'm all for it. Now, of course, if she didn't, you know, people live their fucking lives. You know, I'm not the one to fucking judge. But I can understand. Like, at the same time, I see the other side like, whoa, you look fucking weird. But those are people who don't fucking branch out and see, like, hey, there are people like this, you know? Like, I would think she was a fucking metalhead if I just saw her walking down the street. I'm like, oh, yeah, she fucking listens to Metallica. She listens to... Like, she has all the Death Clock albums from Adult Swim and Cartoon Network. She listens to fucking Death Clock on a regular. But no, all for it, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What the fuck is this, Pat? Pat, what is this? Pat, what is this? Pat? Pat, what is this? I hope this is fake. I don't want my dead grandmother to have coffee with me. That's going to be a no for me, dog. I'm good, bro. I'm fucking good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No thanks. I'm good. But other than that, nothing else to really talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna post next week. I'm not gonna give a timeline anymore because I think that's another thing that led to me stressing out, and I think that's a big part of my ADHD is what people call it now for people who have ADHD and also autism. They call it ADHD. The only thing really left is a couple of life updates, especially with next month. I am almost done with my dentist journey. So the last fucked up row of teeth here at the bottom, they're all going to get yanked and are going to be replaced with dentures. And then once the dentures are in place, that's when like literally all this other shit is done. I'm going to get a temporary set in, but like the final ones, that's it. I'm 100% cleared. The only time I have to go to the dentist is for, to get them cleaned. That's it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's been the most hellacious ride I've ever been on. Even though I went a couple of years without going. Because I want to say from like 18 to like 22, I stopped going. Because like literally, it was either work, dentist, work. Shit, my bad. I didn't mean to slap the shit out of you guys. It was dentist, work, work, dentist. Like I eat, sleep, and drink the dentist. For most of my, like, between the ages of 13 and 18, that's all it was dentist. So, like, I spent half of my fucking Saturdays in pain because I got drilling and all that other shit done. But, because I think after, depending on how, between the gaps of my appointments, my rough estimate is maybe, like, around May, I think, or before the summer. Before the summer begins, I think is when I'm going to be done. And I can finally be free of having to go to the dentist every other fucking month. And it's kind of the last piece of my traumatic childhood and teenage life I can finally put behind me. And it's going to be fucking weird. And now I can really claim that I'm an old fucking man because, I got bottom row teeth dentures. I'm a fucking old man. 35 is the new 60. And I'm campaigning that for the rest of my life. And I'm going to be 35 in 2 months. I'm just hoping I can get my fucking vacation time. I don't see why not. I work my ass off at work. Other than that, nothing else. I'm going to be working on like redecorating all this so it's a nice little space. So you guys haven't already, twitch.tv/MattTheFunnyMan, youtube.com/MTFMGaming, and of course this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ring the bell. But you guys are grown adults. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You guys are smart. I know I can trust you guys. You guys are smart. I don't have to fucking explain things to you like you guys are fucking kids. But those of you that are new, I imagine that you guys are smart individuals. But click any of the things you see here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.